Hi, friends. How are you on this fine Tuesday? It's the end of December already. How did that happen? This year has gone by, really quickly for me. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like the days go so slowly, and then you look back and think, but how did an entire year just pass? I don't know. It's crazy. But I have a question for you. As we're approaching the new year, I feel like a lot of us make wishes on our birthdays. That's a very common thing, I think, to do, at least in my culture and world, is to make a wish on your birthday, right? You blow out the candles and you make a wish. And I think a lot of us do this also going into the new year. Maybe that's just me. But these wishes that we have for what this next year will bring. And I also know that it's tradition to not tell other people your wishes because then it won't come true, right? Who's been told that as a kid or an adult? Don't tell anyone your wish, it's not going to come true. But I started thinking about that the other day and I thought, why don't we share those wishes? Why did this develop that we don't tell each other what we're wishing because we're afraid it won't come true? And I have not researched the history of why this exists. So if you know the history on this, please enlighten me. Really what I'm looking at here is, why do we feel the need to hide our wishes? And it occurred to me that I think a lot of it has to do with the worry that they're not going to come true. And if we let someone in on that wish that we have and it doesn't come true, that it's going to feel more painful, that it's going to feel harder. And so I started to think again, because you know me, always thinking. And I realized that when I am trying to manifest something, I used to be really afraid to say out loud to people, these are my goals, these are my wishes, this is what I want. Because what if I don't reach that goal? What if that wish doesn't come true? What if what I'm manifesting doesn't come to fruition? But I realized that the more I put things out there, I'm saying them out loud, I'm speaking them out to the universe, to the world, the more often they do come true, or in some way manifest into something beautiful, maybe even beyond what I had been wishing and manifesting. But it can be really scary to put out there those things that we're manifesting and wishing and hoping for, especially when they feel big. And so I thought I would go first. I would go first here and say, one of the things I've been working on manifesting and wishing is that I'm going to sell 100,000 copies of my book. For a first-time author, that is not something common. I recognize that there might be a lot of other authors that are rolling their eyes at me right now. Maybe my whole team has started freaking out because I've set these really high goals for myself. And I know it's not going to be easy, but I know that if I speak this goal, if I speak what I am manifesting out into the world, what I am wishing for, it sends signals to the universe that I am open to this abundance, that I believe in the inevitable benevolence of the universe or God or whatever higher power it is you believe in or don't believe in, that I believe that this is something I can accomplish, that this is something that the universe can co-create with me. Because at the end of the day, there are so many things I wished for and manifested that were also just as big. And they've come to fruition. So many people told me I would never get a publisher as a first-time author. Check. People told my parents they wouldn't be able to have a kid that would be biologically related to both of them. Check. So after you make that birthday wish, or that New Year's wish, don't be afraid to speak it out loud. Let it take its power on by telling people that is what you want. And if it's too scary, you can just say it quietly, or you can say it to one person you trust. But I don't want us to be afraid to speak our wishes because we've been told that if we speak them out loud, they may not happen. And if they don't happen, it's okay. If I don't sell 100,000 copies of my book, that doesn't mean that I'm not a good writer, or that my book isn't good, or that I'm not valuable or worthy. It just means that it didn't happen, and the universe is looking out for me, and there's some other way that it's going to provide, and I'm going to look back and go, that's why that didn't happen. But why not put it out there and manifest it and tell people what you're working towards, because I have faith. I have a lot of faith that it's okay to say what we're wishing and hoping and manifesting. And even if we say it quietly to ourselves at night, don't be afraid to wish and dream big just because you're afraid it's not going to happen. Just know that it's okay to speak your wishes and wants and dreams out loud. And they are achievable for you, no matter where you've come from, no matter what someone's told you. You're worthy of your dreams, however they come to fruition. That's what I'm thinking about at the end of this year. The last blog post of 2021. My gosh, it's gonna be 2022. I can't wrap my head around that right now. I love you. I'm thinking about you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, and year. And I'll see you bright and early in 2022. Mwah. I love you.